Morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you for tuning into my 2,584th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, this video coming at you on a brand new month, June 1st. So it's coming at you on a Wednesday night for trading Thursday, June 1st, 2023, which means we've got exactly 3 years left before Bitcoin hits 85,000, baby. 3 years, 0 months. So let's get that set. And remember that trading is very risky. Never trade without stops. A stop is your best friend. It will knock you out of a bad trade when you panic and don't know what to do. Never trade without stops. Always put them in first. All right, so looking at the board, we've got a lot of stuff for trading on 6-1. Right off the bat, well, first of all, let's talk about 531. OMNI says it's an okay deal to buy dips in the NASDAQ for trading on Wednesday. And boy, did that work out nicely, right, OMNIX? We got in, it rallied up smartly, we got out, great trade, thank you, OMNI. Now, Thursday night, well, Wednesday night for trading Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday, not Friday, right? Wednesday night for trading Thursday. The OMNI flips. The OMNI's red. It wants us to sell rallies. In fact, we're already short even the S&P and Russell. Why? Red OMNI, even the S&P, Russell, NASDAQ, plus this. S&P is reacting to a double top on the daily chart. Russell's in a big bear flag. Number 3 on the board, NVIDIA, the same chart I showed you in last night's video. The gaps, they're filling its gaps now, right? So NVIDIA's starting to fill its gaps, weighing on the NQ. Lots of reasons why we went short, right? And they're all technical. Red OMNI, double top reaction in ES, bear flag in RTY, and filling gaps in NVIDIA puts weight on NASDAQ Plus. You'll see the NASDAQ chart. It fell out of a channel. NASDAQ red OMNI that falls out of a channel, I will be selling rallies. So, selling rallies on these 3, E-mini, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell for trading on Thursday. We're already short Wednesday night into Thursday. Number 4 on the board, crude is cracking, 64 to 62 next, and we need crude to keep going down, so the end of this year we could go much higher in the S&P. And number 5 on the board, OmniCamp 101 this weekend, our first one-on-one. I can't wait, I'm looking forward to it. We have a gentleman coming in from the Netherlands. He'll be here shortly. He'll be in Vegas, and I will take care of him this weekend and make him a fantastic analyst. And we will enjoy ourselves at the same time. But it is OmniCamp 1-on-1, one trader with me, and that's it. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That happens this weekend. The seat is full. If that sounds appetizing to you, I'll let you know how it goes this weekend, and we'll see if I'll accept further applications for OmniCamp 1-on-1 with Oscar. So don't fill out applications tonight because I'm not looking yet. Let's see how this camp goes. I expect it to be great, but we'll find out. Now, you can go to OMNIBootcamp.com and fill out a telephone appointment to speak with me. You tell me a little about yourself, right? Let's say you tell me your strengths and weaknesses about your trading, what you think you're doing right or wrong, and then you can set up a telephone appointment to speak with me, and I'll be more than happy to converse with you on the phone. That happens at OmniBootcamp.com. Go there and tell me about yourselves. All right, so the 5 things on the board, charts to show it all to you, the red OMNI and E-mini, S&P, NASDAQ, and Russell 2000. There is a double top in the E-mini S&P. There's a reaction taking place right as I speak. There's a big bear flag in the Russell. Big bear flag. But we'll talk about that when we see the chart. NVIDIA is going to fill those gaps just as we expected it would. Crude cracking is fantastic for our future. And OmniCamp 1-on-1 this weekend will be a blast for me, I'll tell you that much. All right, traders, so I want to make sure that you are aware of everything happening here. The only way to do that is to show you some great charts. But before I do that, I want to remind you not to panic when you're in a bad trade. One of the best things you can do to help keep those emotions at bay when you are in a bad trade is to say this to yourselves over and over again. So make sure you say it with me, and then we'll go look at some charts. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Stop, sir! rock and roll, traders. Make sure you always say that to yourselves. And now let's go look at some charts. Traders, E-mini S&P daily bar. We had this top put in quite some time back. We spent a lot of time messing around, and it just got to that top, and then Wednesday's bar comes in. So now we know it was a double top. It proved it to us, and we're able to take a short trade. So we're looking to take a short trade plus the red Omni for E-mini S&P on Thursday, Wednesday night, or Thursday. NASDAQ, look at this guy. Fell out of this smart channel. In fact, here's right when we bought it today, and it went back up and let us out. Thank you very much. Inside this channel. See this blue channel? Well, we're right here. I'm going to put the dot. We're right here right now. This is the daily bar for this evening. We fell outside the channel. And we've got a red Omni, so a little bit of downward movement is expected in NASDAQ. One of the things, if you ask me, that's weighing on NASDAQ is NVIDIA. This chart, last night's video, I showed you it had two gaps, the little gap and the huge gap, and NVIDIA would now start heading back down towards filling those gaps. And NVIDIA, of course, is a huge component in the NASDAQ, right? NVIDIA goes to fill the gaps, and here's what it looks like. This is where it was, and that's what happened, right? It's heading right towards the gap. So, of course, that is putting weight on the NASDAQ, and we've got a red Omni in NVIDIA, in NASDAQ, in Russell, in transportation average, and the whole gamut. Russell 2000. Now, you see this chart? You see this shoulder with the X in it? The head? This shoulder? That would be a big head and shoulders, right? That's too disastrous. Let's pretend we don't see it. You see that chart? I don't see that. I'm not looking at it. I didn't see that. I swear. How about we'll deal with one disaster at a time? Right now, we got a big old bear flag. Or maybe it's a flat, if you will. A flat will just keep it going from here to here to here to here to here. That's what'll happen inside of a flat. If it's a flag, well, then we're going to drop when we get to the end of this flag. We are now currently right here. But you've got the possibility of a bear flag, or at least a flat, which is kind of bearish at the moment because you're in the middle of the flat. You got to go to either the bottom or the top. And we have a red Omni. So the bottom of the flat we should head to, and we'll just pretend that we don't see the shoulder and the head and the shoulder. We didn't see any of that. On to the next chart. Crude oil. My bad for not putting this in last night's video. I just didn't want to go in too many directions, but this flag was well set, and I've been showing it to my traders in my trading room at Live with Oscar, and then we finally fell out of it. Boom, Wednesday's bar. So we should probably drop further on Thursday, but when you look at it as just a flag, to be honest, we've basically made our flag projection already. We've dropped this far under the flag. All right, so that's about the projection. What would make it go further? Looking at the bigger picture. Look at how you are in this channel dropping lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And we are on our way down and likely going to touch that channel at some point, like it seems to do when it makes its drops. So that's what we'd expect from crude, seller of rallies. Why is crude dropping? Well, one of the things is because the dollar has been so darn strong. Look at this. Up, up. It doesn't want to quit, right? The dollar has been very strong and inside of a great channel. And as you know how things work, when you have something like a dollar on this side of a teeter-totter moving up, and you have something like crude oil on this side, if the dollar moves up, the crude moves down. That's basically inherently how things work that are priced in dollars, right? So dollar has been moving up. Things like crude sometimes feel the weight, and that's what we've been seeing. Traders, make sure you join me at livewithoscar.com in my free live trading room. I will see you there.